Hi, you guys. I'm Ana Rivera, coming to you from Hollywood, California. Today, I want to talk about summer 2013 and one of my favorite shows, Devious Maids. So, we start off with Ana Ortiz as a maid. She goes undercover to a Beverly Hills home to try to figure out and find out who is the real killer of Paula Garces, the maid that got killed on the first episode. And her son is being framed for the murder, so she has to go in undercover as a maid and try to get the scoop and investigate and see, who the real killer is. And then we have Rosalind Sanchez, who's fabulous. She plays a singer who becomes the maid of a record label exec or producer, played by Matt Sedano, who's a hot, sexy Latino. Actually, I tweeted him and he replied back. So, hey, Matt. And then she's trying to get him to sign her to a record deal, trying to sneak in her CD to him so that he would listen to it and hopefully sign her. I don't like her storyline because it's kind of silly, kind of not believable. Ana Ortiz says it's the best storyline. Of course, she has the best storyline because she's the star of the show, kind of. She gets billed first on the show, so that's why she does the better storyline. It's murder mystery, unwrapping, and all this intriguing, interesting stuff going on in her storyline. And then we have Dania Garcia, who plays the maid of Grant Show, who you remember from Melrose Place, and his young wife, who's cheating on him, and now Dania Garcia knows about the affair, and she loves, the family and their kid, and she has a lot of respect for Mr. Grant Show because he's been nice to her. And in the last episode, he hugged her, and she felt his boner, and I don't know, it was a crazy thing, and then she got all, but apparently they might be having an affair soon. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. She has a pretty good, interesting storyline. I mean, it's pretty believable. She's trying to bring her son from Mexico over to the U.S., and that's her drama, ongoing drama. And then we have Judy Torres, who you remember from Scrubs. I love her storyline too because she is very realistic. She's the maid of Susan Lucci, the fabulous Susan Lucci, which I love. I'm a big fan of now. And they have a very close relationship. Susan Lucci's character is a single older woman, and she's a cougar. She always goes for the pool boy or the gardener, and I can totally relate to her for sure. Um, and she has a young son played by Drew Van Acker, who's a gorgeous, beautiful, blonde, blue-eyed hunk of a boy, and definitely a reason for you ladies to watch. And he, of course, takes off his shirt and is by the pool all the time, and he's a young, hot stud. So definitely a reason to watch. Whenever he comes on, you just kind of like, oh, melt. That's Drew Van Acker. We also have, who's actually might be having a love interest with Judy Torres's on-screen maid daughter, also, who's a beautiful Latina girl. And then we have, who else do we have? Rosalind Sanchez, Ana Ortiz, who you remember from Ugly Betty, Judy Torres, and Dania Rodriguez. So that's that. It's one of my favorite shows of the summer. I love it. On Lifetime, Sundays at 10 p.m. Don't miss it, people. I think it's only 13 episodes, so you better tune in. It's a really good show. I like how the murder mystery is unfolding. Of course, very Mark Cherry, produced by Eva Longoria, a Latina. The show was very controversial at the beginning because of the Latinas as maids, which is a big thing in Hollywood, like how Latinas get stereotyped, Latina actresses as maids. So people were hating on Eva Longoria for bringing that to TV and adding to the stereotype. Me personally, I'm not offended. I mean, it's 4 or 5 Latinas starring on their own show, and they're actually very intelligent, very smart women who just happen to be maids. And I give it the seal of approval. That's Devious Maids. Check it out, people. It's really good. If you can't watch it on TV, if you don't have Lifetime, you don't have cable like I do, you can watch it online the next day. I think it's on Hulu and on Lifetime websites. So tune in. It's a really good show. I recommend it. I don't know what else I can say about it. It's not a perfect show. It's not like, I'm not sure if it's as good as Desperate Housewives, but it's definitely, up there with Desperate Housewives. You'll definitely enjoy it if you enjoy Desperate Housewives. That's Devious Maids. Enjoy, people. Latina power in Hollywood.